Hey YouTube, it's Greg from the Plastic Crap Block and I'm back with another vlog. Today I'm going to be talking about where I'm up to with my Ariadne, the Northern Open, which is going to be the first tournament I'm taking part in, my Necron project, as well as Dungeons and Dragons, so stay tuned for that. Hey everyone, thanks for staying tuned. So just a quick update on my hobby really. I got some awesome news yesterday. Some time I tried to book off has been granted and I'm going to be attending my first ever Infinity tournament. So I'm going to the Northern Open 3, which is held in Leeds on the 21st of November 2015. It's a 300 point ITS. I'm really excited. I need to learn about ITS. I need to paint my figures, but I'm still super excited. Yeah, so I've started work on some bits today and I'm going to put some stills in because I don't think me trying to video them will do them justice, but I've managed to paint 3 line Kazakhs with rifles, which came out okay, and also the Kazakh Doctor, which again came out alright. I'm just getting them up to tabletop standard because I know if I try my hardest and put loads of effort in, they're not going to get done for the tournament in time because I've got to paint a whole 300 points. I did try and paint my scout with the Ochnek. I thought it'd be really cool to get a couple of those done, sort of individual models, but I'm really struggling with camo. I've had to strip them twice. Which is a real shame, which was really annoying. So first time I used, tried to do the camo by hand, and then the second time I used Anarchy's HD stencils, which previously have worked for me really well, like on tanks and stuff, like on especially on metal tanks. They look really good, but with the particular wave of the, you know, the Scout's coat, it just didn't work. Like the flat bits came out really cool, but the you know, sort of the main and the dips, it just looked terrible. So I've stripped it again. I'm gonna have to go back to the drawing board with it really. I do want to do camo on it though, so if anyone's got any tips on how to paint camo, any videos, tutorials, would really appreciate it. If you could just put a link in the comments, because I'd like to get that done, but at the moment I'm just finding that I'm just really struggling with it. I'm still struggling with NMM as well. I've done a sort of grey, as you'll see on my miniatures. Yeah, I've done a grey and it looks okay. I'm quite happy with it, but it's definitely not NMM. Neither of the miniatures in the colours, to be honest, but I'm just, like I say, getting them as tabletop standard. I'm happy with them, and then I'll be ready to go. So yeah, I'm going to call this sort of this series of vlogs, I'm going to call it the Road to Northern Open, so stay tuned for my progress. I'll need your guys' help on painting tips, how I'm going to organise my army, as well as I'm going to talk about the ITS missions. I've been listening to a lot of Mayacast recently. Kip and Tom are really good at sort of going through the ITS missions at the moment, and they're also really funny. So if you haven't checked them out and you like Infinity, please go ahead and check those guys out because Mayacast is brilliant. What else am I up to? So I'll pause for a second. I'll put the stills of those images in, so you guys can have a look at the 4 Infinity miniatures that I've painted so far. So I'll cut the video here and you guys can have a look at them. So what else has been going on in my hobby recently is I set myself a challenge to do some Necrons. I've never ever finished a 40k army, or any army for that matter, fully painted. So I thought I'd do some Necrons, get them smashed out really quick. I used Vallejo's liquid metallics, which are really awesome. I'm going to do a tutorial on that later because it's a bit funny working with alcohol-based paints. If you've never done that before, you can mess up your brushes with literal rust. So you don't want to be ruining your Winsor & Newtons. I didn't finish the pledge that I've made with my group of friends. You know, so far I've sort of done 3 units of warriors. I was going to get the 4th unit and some immortals done, but it didn't quite happen yet. So there, you know, I got distracted with Infinity because I'm loving it right now. So hopefully I'll get them done soon. Like I say, I'm going to do a tutorial on liquid metals because they're just wicked paints. Although, as I've seen, GW's airbrush paints are coming out, which I'm kind of excited about. I pre-ordered some. I hope to do like a hands-on review of them when they first come out. Maybe I can get them out nice and quick on the night so you guys can see what they're like, even though they're in the stupid bottles. So have to transfer them over to dropper bottles. And then D&D wise, my group's meeting back up on Monday, which I'm kind of excited about. We haven't had a game in months. I've been busy with uni. My buddy Gavin's gone off and had a baby, so that's kind of put a halt to things. But one of the things I did get in the post today, which is kind of cool, because I'm DMing the Hoard of the Dragon Queen campaign, is I got some bits to make up some dungeons, make up some, you know, some maps so that my group can place their figures on, because previously I've kind of been describing it, and for those new to role playing, it's not as easy, and it's just a bit confusing as to where you are. But I didn't quite know how to do it really. I was gonna, you know, try and make some tiles, save some money, but never got around to it. So in the post came today is the Dungeons and Dragons Essentials. So I've got the Dungeon Tile Master set, one for the dungeon, one for the wilderness, and I've got the city on its way. They do look really cool. I'll quickly just grab a piece or two out so you guys can see. So yeah, you've just got loads of little bits which just look awesome. You can make sort of anything you want really. So you've got large bits, small bits, rivers, rocks, you know, little bits of scatter terrain to put in there so you can sort of have objectives to go get to. And they look really good. I'm really impressed with them because they're only 15 quid. I'll put a link in if anyone wants to get some, because I think they'd be awesome. I don't know whether they're from the old edition. They kind of look like it's the new graphics. But either way, they're awesome, man. If there's a couple more, I might even get them if I get the chance and if our group keeps playing regularly. So I'm going to leave it there for today, guys, before this vlog gets too long. I will keep updating you on my road to the Northern Open. Nearly got there. I keep wanting to say Nova Open, like a X-Wing. But I'll keep updating you on the Northern Open, my journey towards it. So stay tuned for that. Take care, guys.